Hey guys, so we're wrapping up day 6 here. It's Saturday. It's getting kind of late. It's 10:30. I woke up this morning and I decided to sleep in a little bit. I am gonna have an early morning tomorrow. And I really only had kind of 2 things planned, and I thought I was gonna maybe go back to Sleeping Giant Provincial Park again, and probably lay it on the beach or just check out a few lookouts that I didn't get to the other day. So I started off at Kakabeka Falls. It's about 25 minutes west of Thunder Bay on Highway 11. They were super cool. They're Canada's second largest waterfall, and it actually wasn't even on my radar to of places to go. A couple people told me I should check it out, and so I'm really glad I did. It wasn't too busy. The falls were roaring, and it was crazy. You had walk along the boardwalk, and it was about a 180 view of it, kind of like a half circle, so that was pretty neat. There's only $2 admission for 2 hours, and there's lots of little trails around the falls, and there's even a smaller set of falls. I think they're called Little Falls, I think. I didn't get to them though, because I planned on hiking Mount McKay. So I left Kakabeka Falls and I drove to Mount McKay. And the turnoff where you get to park your vehicle and then do the hike, there was, a lady manning the door or the road. And she just asked what my purpose was. And I said, well, I was going to hike Mount McKay. And she said, well, it's closed until July 3rd to the public. So I think you'd probably have to be a resident on the actual reserve to get up there. So that kind of sucked. I was pretty bummed about that. I was actually really looking forward to hiking Mount McKay. So I didn't get up there at all. I got a few pictures, but I mean, you couldn't even really get to the base of it due to the fact that it was on the reserve. So I couldn't even get a really cool shot of the view from the bottom. So I came back to my Airbnb and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I was super starving, actually. I ended up eating a bag of chips. And I was going to go to Sleeping Giant Brewery. Then I decided I was going to just finish my day and then end my day there. So I headed back to Sleeping Giant Provincial Park. So there was an overlook that I wanted to do. It's called the Thunder Bay Lookout. I think that's all it's called. It was down a really rough road. Well, not too rough. And it wasn't very busy. I mean, there was always somebody there at the viewing post, but people only stayed there for a few minutes. I met a really nice young couple there, and I was just about to leave, and I asked them if they wanted me to take their picture, and they did. And so then I asked them, I'm like, do you think I could walk over to that rock right there? And it was behind the guard, so you had to go through the guardrail. But I mean, I really wanted the shot. It actually looked super cool, and they were trying to convince me not to because I was wearing sandals. But I was like, no, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I can do it. So I got a really cool shot, and I'll include it in the video. And I actually convinced them to do it too. So they actually went out there, and it was awesome. They loved it. They were super friendly. So that was cool. And then I went to Mary Louise Lookout. So I actually camped there my night at Sleeping Giant. So I went to the lookout because I didn't get to do that. So it was a quick little, maybe 100 meters from the actual parking lot walk. And then there was picnic tables, and you're right on the water. You probably could have swam in it too. It actually looked pretty clean. So I stayed there for a little bit, and then I drove down. I didn't take any pictures. I probably should have, to the Silver Islet. It's on the very edge of Sleeping Giant. I guess the legend has it that Sleeping Giant turned to stone due to the fact that the English people found the silver mines. There was a huge vein that was found in this island, and they definitely cleaned it dry of silver. But it's actually pretty cool. There's a little town that was built around this island where the miners lived. So that was really neat. And then I was gonna go to Sleeping Giant Brewery. It was closed by the time I got back into town, which was fine. I ended up just having dinner at Montana's. It was okay. I was starving. I ate it up. I'm so stuffed now though. And then I decided to go for a drive around the waterfront, and then you can see Sleeping Giant from across the river. So it was kind of like my last farewell to Sleeping Giant, because I'll be leaving in the morning heading to Dorian. So I don't know if I'm going to have a view or not of Sleeping Giant. I think I can see Mount McKay from the tower tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to be able to see Sleeping Giant. So yeah, so it wasn't really an active day, but I definitely did a bunch of driving and just looked at a bunch of scenic overlooks, and so it was really neat. I'm just going to clean up the Airbnb that's got my stuff kind of everywhere, and I packed my car. I had to kind of make room because I'm going to shove 2 people in the car tomorrow on the drive up to the tower. So I cleaned that, got some gas, and yeah, I'm probably just gonna have a beer and then hit the hay. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be about an hour drive from here to Dorian Tower tomorrow. We're starting our climb at 9, so I only paid for a 4-hour climb. I don't know, I'm assuming the other 2 that I'm meeting there only paid for 4 hours as well. So I think we're probably just gonna go to the tower, and then our guide will show us what to do. We'll probably do a few like little tests, like short climbs, and then we'll actually climb the tower. So I'm pretty stoked. And then once that happens, I'm gonna start heading home. I'm actually, I don't know, it depends on if I see anything that I want to do along Highway 11. There's really not, I just kind of want to drive Highway 11. I don't really have any stops planned. There's one in Temiskaming Shores, I think it's called, but there's a hike I want to do there. But other than that, I have nothing planned. So I'm going to try to bang out as much of the drive as I can tomorrow, and then hopefully find some Crown Land, and then I can show you guys kind of how I find Crown Land and how I set everything up. And then I'm hoping to be home Monday. I think that would be pretty awesome. It's a lot of driving in 2 days, so I'm aiming for that. And then that gives me 2 full days off before I go back to work, and then I have a crazy work schedule. So hopefully it works out. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed, pack up my stuff, and yeah, I'll definitely record a bunch of stuff tomorrow. I'm super pumped. It's feeling a little nervous now actually that I'm thinking about it, but I think it's gonna be a good day. So I will include some pictures and videos from today, and then I will catch up with you guys tomorrow.